Democrat,
Republican,
white,
black,
Hispanic,
Muslim,
Jewish,
Christian,
atheist,
beautiful, talented.
amazing.
You are listening to The Hidden Beat with Ty, produced at WHJE Studios.
I think a big thing that's really important to me is just sharing love, period. You know, their love doesn't come with parentheses or with the price of or in addition to, like, it shouldn't have like the extras. Like, it's basic, you know, spread love, period.
This is Carly Kantner, and I interviewed her for a special topic. You see, throughout time, there have been different movements within cultures. For example, during the 70s, it was about hippies and peace. But today, we have seen a shift towards equality, love, and freedom of expression. Carly is an advocate from within Carmel High School for this new movement that we call Gen Z.
Well, everyone knows what social norms are. They know what's cool, what's right, what the trends are. A misfit is basically saying, no, you know what, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm gonna do my own thing because, you know what, it's either because you don't agree with what everyone else agrees with, or you honestly just don't like it. And, like, you find your identity as something that's unique, and it's not what everyone else is doing. So misfit, I feel like it actually has kind of like a negative connotation. People are like, misfit, like, oh, they're a misfit, they say it like that. But really, I see it as someone who's just doing their own thing, and they like it, not because they're, like, angry at the world necessarily, just because they like themselves and they're like, so you could be yourself, but there's a difference between, like, deciding within yourself, and then there's a second thing to act upon it, you know, like expressing it. Like, I feel like a lot of people are themselves, obviously, because we're unique individuals, but I feel like what makes a misfit is when you start just showing it and you're not afraid to show it. So whether that's through acts of dressing differently, speaking out, or advocating things that are important to you that most people don't pay much attention to, just like acting upon it and being like an audacious person in society. Like, a lot of people are kind of just reserved, so being a misfit would be like acting upon those things that make you different. I think that when we're going through life, you know, everyone's searching for their identity in different places, you know. Is my identity as an athlete? Is it as a writer, a singer, or whatever? And as good as those things are, and honestly, none of them have to be harmful, but the important thing to remember is that for the most part, they're fleeting, you know? They're only going to last for this lifetime. And that, I try to think of that like every day, and it kind of plays into me being a misfit, is because I try not to look for my identity in something that is just tangible and something that's right in front of me. I look for something that's going to last me a lifetime. Like, I work on what's on the inside, like my character and stuff. So, like, searching for that identity that lasts an eternity, I guess that's kind of like a misfit thing that kind of plays into me being different, is because people will be like, you know what, I think she's different, you know, she's not putting so much emphasis on the things that we all do. Like, she values something a little more, and I think that's what, like, kind of puts me apart.
Here, she's talking a lot about misfits. They don't conform to social norms or base it on what they wear or do. It's all about identity. How could one find themselves if they are stuck being placed by others in how they want to see them?
I guess, like, one idea that I'm always in support of is just, or like that might be like a theme of the movement, is like, don't let anyone tell you you are lesser or you are less of a person just because you are different. You know, like, my brother is a homosexual, so, like, he gets a lot of crap for it, obviously, like, in the society that we are, but, like, he is so much more to him. Like, I wouldn't look at him and be like, his title is he's gay. I look at him and I think his title is he's driven, he's smart, he's courageous, he's so funny, and, like, I'm so close to him and everything. And, like, I hate when people just look at you and think of, well, this differing characteristic, that should be their title, and then we should just cast them aside because they're less. No, like, you should not be thought of less just because you're different or because they're not the same as you, like, ever, about anything. I think it puts up so much barriers in our society when we look at the differences and we're like, that means they're less, or this means they're more. Like, why do we have to give someone more value to their characteristics. It just makes us all unique, and I think we should all be of value.
My name's Cameron. I am a second-year master's student at IU. I came out my freshman year of college. I would say I was very fortunate with how, my family was, very supportive. So I think coming out was also aided in, defining myself as, a gay male in society. Once you accept, who you are, it's freeing because you don't have to, hide yourself from yourself. But once you, can celebrate that, it's cool just to be this is me, take it or leave it, I'm happy with who I am.
I think a big thing that's really important to me is just sharing love, period. Love doesn't come with parentheses or with the price of or in addition to. It shouldn't, you shouldn't have these extra things added to it. It's basic. Spread love, period. To all. To everyone and at all times, And sometimes what's hard for people is that they want to spread love, but they're so broken on the inside themselves. And I think what's important and what I want to explain to people is that love comes from within. You gotta take care of yourself before you take care of other people. And the whole Generation Z thing is take care of yourself, love yourself, express yourself, wear what you want, say what you want, and just love who you're becoming, and then you'll be able to help others love themselves. And just starting from within allows that to be spread in the community easier. Otherwise we're spreading maybe a fake love that is kind of shallow because we can't even love ourselves.
Being a misfit to us isn't about rebelling, but sharing love and expressing yourself freely. Everyone's different, so why not be who you are? We spend so much time trying to conform to our environment and be someone we may not be. There are people like Kanye West and Jaden Smith who wear leather kilts or dresses, and just people being free. I'm not saying go do what they do, but don't be afraid to be you. Don't worry about how you're supposed to look, but rather how you want to look. How do you ever expect the world to change when everyone is too afraid to come out of their box and stuck being what they're supposed to be? Credit goes out to the following: Slow It Down by Drake, Words by Sound Heights, and last but not least, my producer Abby Cox. Couldn't do what I do without her. This has been Ty with WHJE 91.3. Thank you for listening.